Well, hi there, this is Wesley from Chrysocolla Mines, USA, and today we're going to be doing 1-inch plugs. Plugs are gauges. I'm going to show you how to cut them, how to measure them, from start to finish. I'm going to show you how it's done. So the first thing we're going to do is I have a slab here. It's a slab about a 1/2 inch thick. The plugs are pretty thick, so they have to be about a 1/2 inch thick. The 9/16 1/2 inch, that's the size. Sometimes they go a little over, but most of the times it's in that perimeter. So first thing we have to do is we have to get the template here. We're doing 1 inch, so 1 inch is this size here. So that's what we're going to be doing. So with my aluminum pencil, I'm going to be scribing a 1-inch circle on this. So we're going to do that. First thing. Then the next thing is we're going to take it over to trim saw, trim around the outside of this circle, and then from there we're going to grind it to the pretty close to the circle, and then we'll take it from there. So I'll show you the different steps on the video. So next step is to the trim saw. We're going to go ahead and trim this, so trim it up. So I'll see you over there. Okay, we're over here at the trim saw, and we're going to go ahead and trim around the outside here, on the outside of the circle. Go ahead and trim her outside of the circle with the trim saw. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. It's a little noisy, so this is the next step. I'll show you how it's done. Okay, the next step we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grind the outside around the circle. Get fairly close to where I have the mark, and then we'll start measuring and see how far we're going to get. So let's go ahead and start grinding on this. So the next step on this is we're going to do the final sanding on the outside to get it right into where the dimensions what we want it to be, which is 1 inch 0.63. Could be a little bigger, yeah, maybe a little smaller, but we're trying to get 1 inch 0.63 on the outside diameter of this before we go ahead and cut the inside diameter. So okay, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and do it on a 220 here, do the final sanding, and then we'll go ahead and put the little groove right in the middle of that. So here we go. Now I want to put this indentation in the 1-inch plug. It's this groove in the middle of it, and that would be the 1-inch diameter I need for the plug. So that's what we're going to do next. I'm going to show you how to do that on a silicon carbide grinding wheel. Now the way we do that is I have to put a radius on the end wheel here, and the way I do that, I have a radius gauge here. It has all different types of radiuses, and I'm going for the 1/4 inch radius, which happens to be the biggest radius on this gauge. So what I do is I take a diamond dresser, and I go ahead and dress it just like that till I get the 1/4 inch radius, and then I match it to the wheel. So once I have it matched, then I have my 1/4 inch radius, and that's how I do the indentation in the plug. So that's what we're going to do right now. So I'm going to start up the wheel. It's going to be noisy. I'm going to go ahead and do the indentation in this one plug here we just ground, and then once I have the dimensions on that, we'll go over to the lap and lap the face on both sides, and then it'll be ready to polish almost. So yeah, let's see what happens. Here we go. So we're going to go ahead and now lap the face of the plug on both sides. I have a 260 lap here, diamond. You know, to take it down pretty quick. The scratches, that's what I'm trying to do, is get the scratches out. So with the 260, I'll take some of the scratches out. So here we go. Now that we have the face flat, we're going to go ahead and switch over to a 600 diamond and see if we can put a little finer finish on it, take out the scratches from the 260. So this is a 600 lap, or 600 diamond. We go ahead and lap it with a 600. This is a 6-inch. The other one I was using was an 8-inch. So anyway, we're going to go and do it with a 6-inch 600 grit. So here we go. Okay, that's it for the lapping. I'm going to go over here and put a little bevel on the outside of the edge here, and then let's see if we can put a polish on it. So let's see, take it to the next step. Okay, so the next step, we're going to go ahead and put a bevel on the outside of the plug. So here we go. By the way, this is 600 grit sandpaper we're going to do it with. So this is the next step. We're going to go ahead and polish the plug and see how it comes out. If I have any scratches on the face, I'm going to have to go over with it with the other wheels and take the scratches out. But we'll see what happens. So here we go. I just wanted to tell you I'm using a ZAM as a polish, and this is just an 8-inch leather wheel I'm putting the ZAM on. So here we go. So that's the finished product, the plug. Ring the bell if you like me. Any comments would be great. I'd love to hear comments, and subscribe if you want. But this is Wesley from King Solomon Mine saying adios.